You don't hate laundry, you just hate your laundry room. And I can help you fix that. In today's episode, I am attempting to give this laundry room a total glow up in less than 72 hours with the goal of adding color, cozy, and charm. Stay tuned to see if I can make it happen. And thanks to Desenio for sponsoring today's video. Today we are in Aislin's laundry room. She is my sister-in-law, mom to 2 boys, and cleans houses professionally. So you can imagine she is doing a lot of laundry. And with so much time spent in this room, I really think we need to make it a more inviting space. She's really open with what I do in here, but she has asked if we can figure out some sort of countertop situation so that this can be a more efficient folding zone. And the other ask is if we can find a better solution to this drying rack back here. It's too big for what she needs and is taking up way too much space. She also sent me this inspo photo, which I would say leans a bit cottage farmhouse and has this beautiful color of green that I am very excited to use. So much so that I already went ahead and I bought some paint. This is honestly though, the only decision that I've made so far. I know nothing else, but I say we get some paint on this wall and we'll go from there. Just need to get the vibe started, you know, to inspire the rest. Very nice. This is the color Ecological and it's by Bear. Now, normally if you're not sure about the color of paint that you want, I always say get the samples. Just get the samples, save yourself the time and money that you might spend if you choose a color you don't end up liking. But in today's case, I wanted to have the green already so we could start painting on day 1. I didn't have time to come in and test samples, but I have been painting walls for many years at this point, and I've learned a couple things, which I want to share with you quickly in the form of a sorry lesson. There are 3 things that I've learned to be true when picking paint colors. Number 1, the color you see in the store is always going to look lighter than it does when you paint it at home, because these industrial big box hardware stores have this super bright lighting that makes everything super light and bright. And in that same vein, number 2, it's always gonna look less saturated in the store than it does at home, because that light, bright lighting washes stuff out. If it looks a little orange in the store, it's probably gonna look really orange at home, which I can confirm these 2 things to be true, because in the store I was deciding between this chip and one that was darker and more saturated green. I remembered my lessons and knew that the one that looked a little washed out and a little lighter is probably the better choice. Honestly, I wouldn't want to be any darker and any greener than this. This is excellent. And my last 3rd point is that when you're applying paint, it always is going to dry darker. So if you're putting it on the wall right away and you don't like it, let it dry. Do 2 coats, let it dry, then see how you feel. And that's a true test of how the color is gonna look long term. If you learned something, drop me a like on this video. I am a wealth of knowledge that I have developed over many years. So if I can help one person with this advice, my job is done. However, my job is not done. I have not finished painting this wall. Let's get back to it. Okay, painting is done. I'm a huge fan of this color. This deep olive is just so nice in here and is already doing so much to bring that character and that warmth that we're after. Now, we are dealing with a fairly long wall in a very skinny room, so I don't think I can add much more to this that will take up any width, like a shelf or a storage unit, but what we can do to finish out this wall is add some art, which brings me to today's sponsor, Desenio. If you aren't already familiar, Desenio is a Swedish company that offers a wide range of wall art that is high quality yet still affordable and always in line with the latest interior design trends. They have their own in-house design team right in Stockholm that creates beautiful and unique pieces that you can only find exclusively through them. One of my favorite features on their site is the gallery walls category. This suggests different pairings of their art that complements each other, and that just really takes the guesswork out of building a gallery wall that you know is gonna look cohesive in the end. I knew I was looking for pieces that were gonna complement my green wall and had that hand-painted oil pastel look that really added to that relaxed feel I'm going for. This grouping consists of the Woman in Citrus Garden print, the Olive Branches in Vase print, and the Time for Wine print, all framed in Desenio's oak picture frames. Desenio is FSC certified and prints on high quality, sustainably produced paper. The way that these have already added so much style to this space is incredible, but trust me, if these aren't your exact vibe, don't worry, Desenio absolutely has a print for you. They're updating their collection all the time, so there's something for every style and every room. Desenio ships to countries worldwide, including the US, within 2 to 4 business days. So make sure you check out Desenio. The link is right there in the description, or you can scan this very handy QR code right here on screen if you're watching on a TV. And make sure to use code TheSorryGirls because that will get you 45% off prints and 20% off canvases and frames. Okay, now perhaps this is gonna feel a little counterproductive, but I know I have a lot of big things yet to install tomorrow, so I'm just gonna take these down because I'm so afraid of damaging them. They'll be coming back for final touches. Okay, so now I have a pretty good sense of the vibe that's starting to take shape in here. I need to make a list of everything that is yet to be done. This way I can make tomorrow my entire shopping day and the last day be the big install where we do everything else. So some things I know for sure, we need to source a countertop. Let me get my list making notebook out. Another thing is we have these pipes on the wall. They're a bit of an eyesore and I need to come up with some creative solution to hide them. I think the easiest method might be small little curtain. I will grab supplies for that. Speaking of curtains, we might not actually need to ever make it darker in here, but the addition of curtains is always so nice for making a space feel cozy and homey. So I'd like to do some curtains on this back wall. While not totally necessary, I think we can swap this light for something a little cuter, perhaps a runner on the ground, maybe another shelf up here for more storage, and maybe even some fun peel and stick wallpaper for a little bit more character in here. I'm gonna grab a few more measurements, make sure I have photos of everything, make sure my list is solid, so tomorrow we can go out shopping. Well, thrifting, shopping, and honestly, probably a few online orders, which hopefully offer very fast shipping. Okay, see you then, bye. Good morning. Okay, let's get this day started because I have a lot of things to find today. I always like to start shopping days at the thrift store because if I can find things secondhand for a lower price, that is always a win for me. I found some baskets that fit into the farmhouse style we're going for, but other than that, I couldn't really find anything else on my list. Next was HomeSense to find a lamp and some curtains, which I was deciding between pattern or no pattern. Let me know which one you would have chosen. Next stop was IKEA. They had this neutral striped curtain that felt so perfect. They also had some great runner options, but the two things I specifically came here for were a countertop for on top of the laundry machines and a shelf for above the counter. Good morning! Today is my third and final day working on this laundry room, and today's job is essentially install everything that I picked up yesterday. I have a lot of good stuff, but some stuff I'm a little intimidated by, mainly this countertop because it's very large. I think I'm actually gonna start there just so I can get some of that anxiety out of the way. This is what I like to do in my process. If there's a part of the makeover that I'm the most unsure about, I like to start with it first, just so if there's anything I need to workshop through, I have time, and also I just feel better the rest of the day knowing the hard thing is out of the way. But these are so fun and I want to get them up, but later. Okay. So everything that I've read online says that you should not just place a counter directly on top of your washer and dryer units. They move around a lot as they're doing their job and you need to give them a little bit of space to do that. What we're gonna do is float the countertop just a tiny bit above the machines. To do that, I have these pieces of 2x3 wood that I'm gonna secure really well into some studs that will act as supports that we can rest the countertop onto. That's the sound we like to hear, folks. Oh yeah, super solid. That's gonna support the counter nicely. Okay, excellent. So you saw me yesterday pick up the Carlby counter from IKEA. I brought it home to cut it down to size, and I cut out a little piece for all of the pipes so it could fit nicely up against the wall in the laundry room. Okay, counter is in. However, it's heavier than I anticipated that it would be in the space, and so this corner is sagging without support. It's resting on the machines, which is exactly what we don't want it to do. So I think I'm gonna have to do an emergency run out to the hardware store to get some supplies to add some additional support. Let's see if this helps. All right, the leg is legging as it should. With the counter now fully supported and stable, I'm just gonna attach this new leg to the countertop with these heavy duty braces. Nice and solid. If I could do a chin up, this would be the time to show you that I could. Oh my God, are you kidding me? Look at that. I'm also gonna permanently attach the countertop to the wall supports with some more brackets as well, but I'm not gonna do that just yet because I may wanna pull the countertop out just a little bit for our next step. So my thoughts are that I didn't wanna do green paint over on this wall because I worried it would start to feel a bit too closed in and small in here, but we also are trying to get away from an all white room. So what I ordered online instead is this vinyl peel and stick wallpaper that is the most cutest cottagey little floral print that's also still a neutral color. I think it's gonna look great with this countertop. So I'm gonna get that up on this back wall. And also, I know, we're gonna get to it, please. Stay with me, I have an idea. Okay, should be fairly simple. No, not yet. Why are you sticking? I didn't even press you down. Oh no, the world's stickiest wallpaper. Man. Always the first piece that's the hardest, always. This is so pretty. Like, honestly, I will link it below. I love it. She looks fabulous. So moving right along, I picked up a long floating shelf while I was at IKEA, and I'm gonna put it up here. It's always great to have storage, of course, in a laundry room to put your soap and whatnot. Do you think that it's going to be so obvious that these are different tones of light wood? I'm hoping anyone who's not me won't notice. Why are you being like this? Literally, why? Come on. Are you serious? I officially have so much beef with this lac shelf, and I will certainly be venting about it on our behind the scenes show. Information on where to find that in the description, but she's up. Thank goodness. So I'm gonna move on to something more exciting because I just need that right now. And that is switching out this light in the ceiling. Honestly, this light isn't bad. I've talked about how I actually like these builder grade milk glass globes, but I think we can do something a little more exciting. So let's do that now. Is that not so cute? I love that so much. Okay, let's do some curtains. We are getting now down to the last final little bits of this space, and one thing that I've yet to address is the drying rack. So if you'll remember, she had a large floor one that was too big for what she needed, but she still wants one. So I've found this, which seems like it will be the perfect solution for what I need. It's a folding wall-mounted one, so when you don't need it, it's up against the wall, and when you do need it, it folds up and works like a drying rack. But let's get this hung so we can confirm this works. For my final trick, this last bar that I could not put on until right now. So obviously this is in the resting, I don't need to use it position, but when you do want to dry something, hold on, take two. Be that easy. And honestly, even in the upright in use position, it's really not in the way because this counter is so deep, you could just leave it up. Now, last, but certainly not least, and I know you've been wondering, what are we doing about the exposed pipe and electrical? I have a plan, and it's actually going to be extremely easy. Let me show you. So yesterday when I was shopping, I picked up this beige and white striped curtain, which I think matches the wallpaper really well, and I trimmed it down to be a little bit shorter. And maybe you can see where I'm going with this, but trust me, you don't know. You probably actually are, right? We are going to use it to cover up these pipes. However, I'm not going to use a curtain rod because this is not an area that I imagine we need to access very often. It's not a curtain that needs to get opened and closed all the time. It's really only for emergency access. So instead of getting a curtain rod, cutting it down to a really small size, which might be a bit wasteful, I have an even simpler idea. So this here is a piece of scrap plywood I have that I've cut down to be exactly as much space as I need to cover up everything that's happening here. And I'm gonna screw it to the underside of this shelf. And now what I also have this bundle of it is so attractive, but I guess Velcro does what Velcro does. This is a long strip of Velcro that is sticky on the backside. So I'm gonna use this Velcro simply to attach the curtain around the edge of the plywood. It is truly gonna be that simple. So with my Velcro together, I'm gonna stick one side to the wood, remove the sticky on the other side, and attach my curtain. Okay. It is 7 o'clock. That was the last big thing that I needed to do. So now all that's left is to put some final touches on this place, bring it together, and we are almost ready to show Aislin. I'm styling the countertop with this cute lamp because every room needs at least 2 lights. These thrifted baskets fit perfectly on the shelf with some other laundry essentials, and then I'm adding this cute laundry hamper and a runner to bring in some more pattern. I'm adding the Decennial prints back to complete this wall, and it's now time to show Aislin. Picture how it looked before.
Yeah.
You have that vision in your head?
Yes, very white.
Okay, check out your brand new laundry room in 3, 2, 1.
Oh my goodness. This is my exact vision. Becky, this is amazing. Oh, I love it. Is this wallpaper?
Yes!
It's so cute. Oh, I love the baskets.
They're thrifted, which I know you'd appreciate.
Yes, I do love that. Thank you. Oh, this looks so good. Oh, this is gonna be amazing. I do at least a load of laundry a day, so this will be so helpful.
It's so deep, eh?
It's so deep. I love that you didn't block the window. I love the light. It's much better than the previous light that was in here. Yeah, it's so cute. I'm going to enjoy doing laundry in here. Very much more enjoyable now, so thank you. This is perfect. It's everything I needed and wanted.
I'm so impressed with how I was able to make this tiny space feel so impactful, all while upping the functionality of it. The biggest win of all is that Aislin loves it because making spaces work for people is at the heart of everything that we do. In next week's video, Rochelle is tackling a work from home office that's bringing down the vibes of the living room it lives in, which also might be part of a bigger makeover that Kelsey and I are doing. Get ready, guys, because these next 2 videos are going to be so good. See you there. Bye.